Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking through some Prizepicks plays I like for this Thursday night football game. For week 5, we got the Colts and the Broncos playing this Thursday night. And I will say this is not the best game for props. This is definitely one that I probably would recommend playing a little bit lighter on. I don't feel great about this game. I think this could be kind of a low-scoring, sloppy game. There's not a ton of props that I'm loving for this one. But I still did try and find 2 picks I like, and I will share 2 picks in this video that I'll be playing for this Thursday night football game. As always, guys, I appreciate you checking out these Prizepicks videos every week. Make sure you hit that like button if you guys do enjoy these videos. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And also, if you are new to Prizepicks, if you have not checked out Prizepicks yet, you can actually sign up with my promo code NOAH. Prizepicks will match your first deposit up to $100 when you do sign up with my promo code. And as always, you can tell the picks I give out in all these videos. You can make some picks for yourself. You can take a look at the Prizepicks board, see all the props that they already have posted for NFL. They have stuff up for Thursday Night Football, obviously, and they have some props already up for Sunday. So if you want to take a look at their full Sunday slate of games, see the props they have available, you can take a look at those. Again, you're just picking more or less on a player's projection. Very simple, very easy to use. You have to make at least 2 picks, but you can make up to 5 picks, and you can win up to 10 extra money on Prizepicks. It's a lot of fun. I know a lot of you guys already play on Prizepicks, but if you don't yet, make sure to sign up with code NOAH. Get that deposit bonus when you do sign up. And real quickly, before we talk through our plays for this game, we can recap our plays from our last video, which was for Monday Night Football. And we cashed out on both of our plays Monday, and thank God, because we've needed it this NFL season. NFL has definitely not been the best so far this year, but we did cash out on both of our plays Monday night. Hit on Deebo Samuel over receiving yards. Deebo had a huge game Monday night. I think he finished with over 100 yards. Obviously went way over his projection. And then we also took the over on Tyler Higbee's targets, and Tyler Higbee got a ton of targets on Monday night. I think he saw like 10 or 11 targets. His line was set at 5.5. Felt really good about that play, and both plays hit pretty easily. So if you guys tailed on Monday, hopefully you were able to make a little bit of money. Let's try and do it again on this game. And again, this is one that I don't love, so I will say that I'll probably be playing a little bit lighter on this game. Hopefully we can still hit both of our picks, but I just don't feel good about this game. I think this is one that props are going to be tough to find. But the 2 props that I feel the best about that I do like for this one are both going to be receiving yard props. We're going to actually be talking about some running backs here, and I know I've taken running back receiving yards before. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't. But I do like both the running backs in this game to get some receiving yards. And the first one we're going to talk about is Nyheim Hines. I like Nyheim Hines to have over or more than 27.5 receiving yards here. And what makes me really like this play is, for one, the big news coming out of the Colts backfield is that Jonathan Taylor will not play Thursday night. He's already been ruled out. We don't have much of a sample of Nyheim Hines playing without Jonathan Taylor. So Jonathan Taylor came into the league in 2020. He's been in the league for 3 years now. There has only been 1 game where Jonathan Taylor has missed. And in that 1 game, Nyheim Hines had 10 targets, 8 catches for 66 yards. So he went, obviously way over this projection. That was back in 2020. That was back when the Colts had Phillip Rivers. It was definitely a different offense back then. But when you look at, obviously Phillip Rivers was a guy that threw the ball a lot to his running backs. Well, Matt Ryan is a guy that throws a lot to the running backs. He'll definitely drop it off or dump it off to the RBs whenever there's any opportunity to do that. And Nyheim Hines is a really, really good pass catcher. I mean, he's more utilized as a pass catcher than he is as a true running back. He's going to get some carries here, and I do expect him to be the lead back for the Colts. But I think they're going to utilize him a lot in the passing game. I do expect him to get a lot of dump-offs. And he's a really explosive player. When he gets the ball in his hands, he can make guys miss. He can get yards after the catch. I could see him getting 7, 8 targets here. I would not be surprised if he's up there with Michael Pittman in terms of targets for the Colts. Nyheim Hines has not been utilized a ton this season. I think he is one of the Colts' better skill set players. I feel like they should be using him a lot more, but for some reason they don't. Well, now without Jonathan Taylor, I mean, you would expect Hines to get a big bump in snaps. You'd expect him to be on the field a lot more. And you look at the guys behind Nyheim Hines, it's pretty much Deion Jackson, who they barely played this season, and then Phillip Lindsay, who they just signed off the practice squad. So they don't really have any other good running backs behind Nyheim Hines. I think Nyheim Hines is going to have a big role Thursday night. The matchup against Denver is not ideal. Denver does have a really good defense, but I think Hines is just going to be utilized so much through the ground and through the air. I do expect him to get a lot of opportunity through the in the passing game. And again, for what it's worth, last time Jonathan Taylor was out, the 1 game that Jonathan Taylor did miss, it was a couple years ago, but the 1 game Jonathan Taylor did not play in, Nyheim Hines saw 10 targets, 8 catches for 66 yards, and I believe he played on 65% of the snaps in that game. His snap share so far this season, it's been in the 20s to 30s. I would expect him to play at least probably 60-65% of the snaps here. I expect him to be the #1 running back for the Colts. And again, he's a really good pass catcher. He's a guy that they'll utilize a ton in the passing game. And I think he has a decent chance to go over 27.5 receiving yards. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if he's the Colts' second leading receiver behind Michael Pittman. He might even have more receiving yards than Michael Pittman. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens either. But that's the first play that I like for this game. And then on the other side with Melvin Gordon, I know Melvin Gordon so far this season hasn't been utilized a ton in the passing game. As you can see, through their 4 games this year, he's only gone over this line in 2 out of 4 games. Week 1 against Seattle, he had 14 receiving yards. Week 3 against San Francisco, he had 29 receiving yards. But the big news, out of Denver is that Javonte Williams is, done for the season. So Melvin Gordon is going to be the lead back for the Broncos. They've already come out and said that they expect him to be their #1 guy. Behind Melvin Gordon, they do have Mike Boone and they do have Latavius Murray, who they just got from the Saints practice squad. But the offensive coordinator for the Broncos pretty much said that Melvin Gordon is our guy. He said Melvin Gordon is going to carry the load. Obviously, that was his quote. That's what he said. They're probably going to mix in Mike Boone a little bit. Maybe Latavius Murray gets some snaps. But I think Gordon's going to be playing on 1st and 2nd downs. They might even use him in passing situations. And he's historically been a solid pass catcher. It's not like he's just a zero in the passing game. He's going to get some targets. And we don't have really any of a sample with Melvin Gordon playing without Javonte Williams. We could obviously look back to 2019, 2020 before Javonte Williams was in the league. But last year, Javonte Williams played every game last season. So we don't really know what this backfield is going to look like. This is the first, since Javonte Williams has been on the Broncos, I'm pretty sure this is the first game that they've played without Javonte Williams. He played every game last year. So it's going to be tough to see. We can't really look back at data, like previous data and previous years, to see how Gordon was utilized without Javonte. But I do expect him to be utilized pretty heavily. You could even look back to before Javonte was on the team back in 2020, and Melvin Gordon had a pretty big role. He was getting a lot of carries, and he was getting some targets as well. So far this season, through their 4 games, he's seen 10 targets through 4 games, so he's averaging just over 2 targets per game. I think you'll see a few more targets than that. He's going to be on the field more, obviously, and Russell Wilson's a guy that will dump it off to his running backs at times. It doesn't take much for Gordon to go over 12.5 receiving yards. He could get 2 catches, and that could be all that he needs. Hell, he could get 1 screen pass with good blocking and get 13 yards off 1 catch. I definitely think this line at 12.5 could be a little bit higher. I know it's a little bit risky because it's a running back, and you never know how much a running back's truly going to be utilized in the passing game. But I definitely expect Gordon to have a bigger role here without Javonte Williams. I expect him to be on the field way more than he has been. If he's just going to be on the field more, there's going to be more opportunity for him to catch passes. And if they play him on 3rd downs, I don't know if they're going to use Mike Boone in 3rd down situations. Mike Boone, I don't think, has really ever been a great pass catcher. Melvin Gordon might be, if they get in passing situations, Melvin Gordon might be the guy out there. So I like this play. I like both these plays. These are probably my 2 favorite plays for Thursday night. But again, guys, I didn't feel great about this board. I've been looking through it for the past hour or 2, and there's not a ton that I'm loving for Thursday night. These are the 2 plays I feel the best about that I'm going to be playing. You can take a look at the board for yourself and see if there's anything that you like, that you want to play. As always, if you have not signed up for Prizepicks yet, you can sign up with that promo code Noah. Get that deposit bonus when you do sign up. But hopefully we can cash out on these 2 plays and hit both of our plays once again. Monday night was a good night for us. Cashed out on both of our plays Monday night. Let's try and do it again for this game. But if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, please hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. Again, check out Prizepicks as well. Sign up, use promo code Noah. Get that deposit bonus when you do sign up. And as always, best of luck. If you tail these plays, guys, if you're making some additional picks for yourself, if you're building out some entries for Thursday night, wish you the best of luck on those. Hopefully we can all make a little bit of money tonight, and hopefully we get a good game as well. But good luck, guys, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.